have to start over. Oh, I'm going to have to roll up this yarn again and make it into a ball.
Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe and like. This is Scooby.
This is a cross in a granny square, and it has beautiful filigree work going across here like a cross. I really like these cross in a granny squares, and I added a nice border to the top, and I made a Kleenex box cover, and I do have a video on how to make this Kleenex box cover on my YouTube page, Tiffanys Crafts. With making a cross in a granny square, which is often also called Celtic cross square, is I began by making an alternative ring, and I chained 6 and I slip stitched to the 6th chain to form a small loop. Now this granny square has 4 rounds, and it's about 5.5 inches, also 13.9 centimeters. The most important thing about making a cross in a granny square is where you're placing your double crochets when making each round, from round 1 to round 4. And when I made this cross in a granny square, when I was placing my double crochets, I was double crocheting in the post of the previous round instead of crocheting it into the stitch, into the V part of the stitch. And the reason why I did that is so all of these filigree spaces, these holes in here, would all line up. See how this row of filigree spaces matches the row above and up higher with each round. And if you were to crochet these into the stitches instead of the post, it's not going to be even, and you'll have like a space here, and then the next round your space will be off a little bit. Also, at the end of each round when you're slip stitching, you need to slip stitch it at the first chain from the previous round, because if you don't, you're going to have space. So instead of having 2 spaces at the top here, you're going to have 3 spaces. It's going to appear as a 3rd space. So if you want 2 spaces over here, you're going to want to slip stitch at the first chain from the previous round, and I also slip stitch at the top on the chain of 3 from each round, because it kind of closed the square and made it look more square looking. And you can always block your squares as well if you feel that the square doesn't look exactly in the shape that you want to. I did not have to do that at all, blocking it. I was very pleased with the way that this square turned out. And I do have a video on how to make this Kleenex square, this Kleenex box, at my website, Tiffanys Crafts, along with a video of how to make this edging, a more detailed video. And this is the short version of how to make a cross in the granny square. There's also a longer version that is more detailed, where I show the actual crocheting of each stitch. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.